Lights, camera, action. This is my beautiful wall. This is my poet's corner. I can't tell you how long it took me to find my poet's corner. I lived in all rented places. Rented places, share houses, studio apartments, cupboards, housing commission, garages, basements. Because my main motivation, what got me out of bed of a morning, wasn't money or mortgage or marriage or it was the show or the book or the project. If you tell people that you lived for art, they'll just treat you like either a retard or a wanker. But mainly they're the retards and the wankers. And in the end, no matter how poor or even homeless you are, they're still jealous of you. My story, my epic poem, is living proof of that. But by the grace of God and a little help from my friends, thanks Tony, I got my room of my own. You could say I didn't earn it, which would be true. I inherited it. But I worked my ass off, man. But I didn't get out of bed for money. I got out of bed for an idea, a conversation, a song, a show. And now I have completed my wall, my poet's corner. That feels good. That wall alone took me 2 months to paint. There's actually glitter paint on that. You can't see it, it's really subtle. It just catches the light. Like twinkle, twinkle, little star in a really subtle way. I once had an affair with a famous Australian abstract artist. You can torture me to death and I'll never tell you his name. He was about 20 years older than me. But he was such an artist. And I used to stay up, he'd paint all night and I'd just watch him. And then we'd fall asleep. Bit of small talk in between. But really, it was watching him paint that was the sex. And the things he said to me, he left me with beautiful messages that helped me later on. He said, we don't fall in love with each other's strengths. We fall in love with each other's weaknesses. He left his stain. And it was a good stain. Thank him for this wall. But you can torture me to death and I'll never tell you his name. Okay, so it's morning now. And I've laid out the sheet on my new rug and mopped floor. Only took me 6 months to mop that floor, but you know, I was painting the wall. Anywho, getting your shit together is a long and slow process, and it never ends. You get your shit together, and then the assassins come in and just destroy it and re-script your whole life. So then you've got to like build the wall and get your shit together again, right? And so it goes on and on and on, right? You build the wall, they knock it down, you get your shit together again. You build the wall, they knock it down, you get your shit together again. It's like we're all living on the Gaza Strip. We are all Palestinians. Even out here in the far reaches of the Crown Colony, Australia. Anyone who goes against the psychopath agenda is going to be punished and punished and punished again. And my paperwork, affidavit of Wednesday Francis Kennedy, common law. Wednesday Kennedy, first defendant, Sylvia Heidenreich. Judicial review of guardianship order for Gwen Kennedy. Thanks, Anthony. Oh, shit. I showed his number. Oh, it's okay. His number's different now. You can torture me to death and I won't tell you his name, but I just did. I'm like Wacky Leaks. I unconsciously, inadvertently, hacked into the government secret. I didn't mean to do it. I just was like trying to save myself. Save my parents. Save myself. My parents, myself. My parents, myself. Everyone, like, all the shrinks, they're like, oh, blame your mother. Ooh, turn against your family. The whole system is set up so, you know, you start jelly wrestling each other instead of, like, dealing with the head of the snake. Dealing with the head of the snake. I went up against the Fourth Reich, the Heidenreich, and the Chewed Hope, and the Catholic healthcare facility that dares to name itself the Holy Spirit, and yet it runs an elder knackery. An elder knackery. A picture paints 1,000 words. And with the video I shot in there, in the word department, I'm a billionaire. A billionaire. Lest we forget.